started.
Yeah, it's your boy JX, right back at you. You know what I'm saying? Tonight is a special moment. We're gonna be talking about, hey, this is really, it's difficult to explain. And the one thing I want everyone to know and ask themselves, who gonna tell their story? And then we got an individual, not just behind the scene, to also help operate everything that's taking place, dealing with the Jazz Brain Chamber and the merch and everything else. And also dealing with the business process. And she have a story she want to tell. And tonight, this is called the Shawnte story. But we're gonna also break off into different other type of things dealing with the vaccination and the experience of the vaccination and everything else. You know what I'm saying? And we got Kill Bill gonna edify some of the situations he went through and some of the experience. You know what I'm saying? It's a shout out of love, you know what I'm saying, for those who have lost someone and those that went through the drama and those who went through the struggle, but not actually realizing that poison had killed someone that you love. Before we get started, I want to welcome Shawnte to the show.
Hey.
I want to welcome Kill Bill to the show.
How y'all know how y'all doing? It's Kill.
This is not the movie.
Not the movie.
We're going to jump straight off into it. But we all got life jackets and we all supposed to swim. So the water ain't never that deep.
Nah.
Go ahead, my sister.
Okay. So no, I just wanted to talk about my experience with the vaccine. I was strongly against taking the vaccine. I, like a lot of other people in America, we had to take it or, lose our job, can't eat. So
Critical.
Yeah.
Critical.
So I took the vaccine. I took the 2 doses.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to take the Moderna.
Okay.
And the reason why I chose Moderna over Pfizer is because, they started taking the vaccines last year. So I'm observing, women of my age.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Women like me. I started observing them, and most of them had taken the Moderna. So I did have to call around and find who was, giving the Moderna shots, and I had to take a 4 drive to find it because it was full of, everybody had Pfizer.
Man.
Pfizer was not, I didn't think Pfizer was for me. So I took the Moderna. I went in and like me, everybody else that was there because, we waited till the 11th hour hoping something would change, but we ended up having to take it. So the first dose, I didn't feel it. I mean, I didn't even feel the needle, going in my arm. It was very quick. They sat me down for 15 minutes to make sure I didn't have a reaction. And unlike the Pfizer, with Pfizer, you have to go back 3 weeks later to take your 2nd dose.
Right.
With Moderna, they give you like 30 days in between. I don't know why. So I went back for the 2nd dose 30 days later, and that 2nd dose, it did a number on me. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I literally had the flu. Like I know what the flu feel like because I had it before, and I had a sick taste in my mouth. I had the chills, and what puzzles me is
That's very critical.
Very critical. I went the whole year testing 2-3 times a week. No vaccine. Never got sick, And then I even know some people that felt like I gave them the virus
Right.
because I took the, took the the vaccine, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, that second shot put me down. I don't know if it was. I'm thinking that hey, maybe this year they mixed the medicine up a little different than they did when they was giving it out last year. So I don't know. That was my experience. And if I had it to do it again, I would prefer not to do it again.
Okay.
It was terrifying.
Okay. Now that we done stepped through the vaccination and the experience, brother, do you have anything you want to add on to that? If not, we'll move to the next subject.
I got a little piece to add on to that.
Go ahead, my brother.
I did take the vaccination. I took one step of the vaccination. I only got one shot.
Okay.
One dose.
Yeah, one dose.
You had Moderna or Pfizer?
I had got Pfizer.
Okay.
Just like everybody else, I was the same human being. Like, nah, I ain't gonna take it. What's the reaction to the shot? What is it gonna do? Why? What's the reason for the shot? Is it like a tracking device? I was just the same as most people,
Right.
So I'm gonna get down to the basics. I ain't gonna hold you. I did get sick, y'all, but it was crazy, guys, how I got sick. Like, y'all wouldn't know the
After
feeling.
the first dose?
No, it was before I took the dose. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Oh.
gonna say it like this. I was one of the people that took the shot because I got sick. But I was around people, just being around loved ones, knowing that you got a cold or something. You don't want to tell nobody you got COVID. Because ain't nobody want to deal with you. Everybody want to help you. I'm like, listen.
Well, you shouldn't want to be around nobody if you got COVID.
True that though. But me, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't take a test to see if I had COVID. I was just out here as a black person, know how he is. We got our little syrup and medicines we take if we got the flu or something just to get back up. But when I had this cold, it wasn't no getting back up. It was like I was drained.
Did you go to the hospital?
I didn't go to the hospital. I was just like the regular black person. I'm gonna beat it through 3-4 days, stand down, laying down. I might need the rest. You know what I'm saying? But as I went through it, I'm like, man, I might need this shot. I might have COVID.
Right.
Call my sister like, hey, kill. No, but you was sick
Right.
before. So I went and took the shot. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I took that shot, hours later, I was feeling better. I ain't gonna lie. It felt like steroids. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I feel like I can jump higher than I wanted to jump. Right after
Maybe
I
I
was
should have
good.
took the Pfizer.
When I said I was out of work, I had to call off. I went back to work. But more of the story, not saying that you should take the shot, but like they say, everybody's body is set up different. It's a system.
Yeah, but
Me personally.
He said me personally.
you personally,
I
did you ever get sick in this pandemic, or were you one of the lucky ones?
ain't gonna call it lucky.
Call it bliss.
I call it blessed.
So you never got sick?
I have been in contact with something that's strange to my immune system.
Of course, I got a question.
Well,
Do you
had
think you can
COVID.
get sick?
So-
Do you think you
Well,
can
hold
get
up.
sick if your lover have it
Let's-
and you don't have it? Do you
Okay.
think it can be contracted? I mean, you know.
I'm just saying.
Well-
Only thing I want to say is this here.
Mm.
I have, me personally, something strange had entered my immune system.
It was COVID.
She says COVID.
It was entering 1,000 other people's immune
it's a
system
strange
too.
But one thing I know for sure
What's that?
is this here. I move according to the higher power.
Okay.
When the higher power notified me, I knew then you to change your operation.
Well, I got a question, JX.
I didn't have COVID.
But
Some
look,
strain
listen.
entered your immune system. The some strain is entering everybody's immune system. It's called
No.
Omicron. They got a name for it.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. See, by you being on their level, you'll continue to be infected. Because you don't have an idea or understanding how to cure yourself. You're not praising something that's greater than the scientists.
Will he do
We're
it?
not going to get into
Yes,
that.
he will.
We're not gonna get into that, but we don't go on.
Because people have to take their shot for their livelihood.
Right,
It didn't
right,
have anything
right,
to
right,
do with who
right,
they
right,
believe
right.
in.
Yeah,
So
I
let's not do
had
that.
people tell me
Right,
they
but a
won't take
lot
the
of
shot,
people
but
have
they
died from taking the shot too. They ain't telling you that.
Man.
It's just it's statistics.
Listen, how could that be statistic? And when you taking the shot, I'm not knocking no one take the shot.
Look.
Believe me, I ain't got nothing against what no one do, but I do know.
And I'm not knocking nothing you said about the Most High, because you know what? When I took that first and second dose, I prayed that the Most High would deliver me if this was a foreign substance in my body.
But guys,
I
listen.
prayed to the Most High at that point.
Okay.
I feel like the vaccine, it only affects people that already have things going on. If you look at
What
the
do you
world,
mean by that?
if you look at the world, people that's already going through things, if they like, they might have cancer or
You talking about the depression?
Oh,
Yeah,
so if
yeah,
they have
they
a
might-
pre-existing condition.
get this,
Right.
then they get COVID. COVID is
Right.
like a top off. You feel
Right.
me? You don't really hear too many people dying that just catch COVID. You feel me?
Right.
I mean, I heard people die, and I heard, not saying I know their history, but the most people I heard, like old people say, you ever heard somebody auntie die? Like, man, my auntie passed away. Damn, man, she was like 52, she just went to the hospital. But not knowing about the condition she was going through, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She, you know what I mean? She could be facing something she's going through, and then that COVID, it just tops it off. You know how somebody be mad, and they be like, damn, why that person tripped this time? Shit, they had it up to her, you know what I mean? They topped it off. You feel me?
Well, that they've always said that it was if you had pre-existing conditions,
That
COVID is
COVID.
bad. They said we need to get vaccinated because we don't want to hurt our loved ones that may have a pre-existing condition. So,
Critical thinking.
it's all that.
Yeah, that's critical thinking.
And I started also thinking about a lot of my close friends has had babies, and I'm like
Right.
feeling like I don't want to go around the baby, and you know what I mean, and
Right.
maybe I infect the baby or my granddaughter or my stepdaughter. I just
Right.
stepped out the box and just didn't even do it for me.
Right.
Did it for the cause.
You did right. Yeah, right. And that's
And to save face, because I have a family to take care of. I can't
Right.
be losing my job.
that's very influence.
I can't lose my job.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to influence.
Like to the people though,
What?
if your job said you gotta take this shot by such and such, or you can't come back to work, what would you do? Would you call the corporate office? Would you try to debate with your manager? Would you try to tell your manager or your boss that you got medical conditions that you couldn't take the shot? What would you do? Now, I mean, this go down to the property, this go down to people's livelihood, this goes down to how people really eat, how they place on the table they made. Now, I mean, this shot means a lot. Like they
I
said.
can answer that.
Go ahead.
9 out of 10 of the people, they're gonna take that shot.
Don't take it.
I'm telling you, when I went to take mine, everybody that was there to take the shot was taking it for the same reason.
True.
They were
Me personally,
they were like giving us paperwork
I
to get it
cannot-
out.
But are we taking
no,
it because
what they do.
the society put roles as rappers, role models as people that have shows? Or are we taking it because they said take it? And these people
No.
are the face of the world?
No, we're taking it because if we don't take it, we won't eat.
True that though. But it's some people that's out here taking the vaccine and getting sick off of it and cannot eat.
oh Lord.
Well, yeah, we don't think
But
about
you know what
the
they
flip
say
side.
though? You know what they say though?
I mean,
If the higher power, something greater than you and I, didn't tell you,
hey,
then you moving off him.
So you would take the religious route out, is what you're saying.
I don't believe in religion.
I take
Well,
the. I mean,
exempt 'cause
right-
you're
I
beliefs.
don't-
first and foremost, you have
Hold
to
up.
take the religion route. First and
I
foremost.
don't believe in religion.
Well,
What?
beliefs.
I mean, beliefs. That's the same thing because the belief
No.
in more religion goes down to code, and code goes down to
With
format.
no action, it's irrelevant.
Man, action, Jay. It's action out here taking place. People dying. That ain't
Okay.
action. Then I don't know what the ticket of the movie is buying for.
Okay. But the ones that dying is a part of the
And
corporation.
then the part they just an example for what they do.
But the ones that dying are a part of the corporation.
We can't say that for all, Jay, because most.
But
of
the
them,
ones that's separated,
that they prime
how
example.
many people dying that's separated from the corporation?
I mean, I'm gonna say it's people
I'm
separated.
asking the question.
It's people separated
What
from
I'm
the
saying is,
conversation. But
listen.
look, but we ain't gonna stay about the people that's guinea pigs
Right.
out here.
Go ahead.
It's people out here that's lab rats. People
Right,
that got
right,
supplemented
right.
into it. They weren't trying to be
rats.
into it. It's people
Right.
that's influenced into it
Now,
because
if
of what
you-
they see off the role models, Jay.
Right,
It's the things
right,
we see out
right,
here.
right,
But social,
right.
man, we're gonna talk to them. Tell them talk to us.
So, but what I'm saying is this here. You say road rash. You say we are. And then he say that this is happening. We have to do this.
He said it's an influence, but that's
It's an
on
influence.
him and his generation. That's the way.
Right,
he
but
looks
I
at it.
speak on my generation because my
But
generation,
listen,
my
but
generation
you
is the
say it's road rats, rats, followers, delusional people.
No, I'm saying that people losing their jobs. Jobs are saying, "Hey, get these shot, both doses by this date, or don't come back." That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
Okay, now
They
let me
don't have
let me
nothing
say this
do
to
with
you.
no influence.
Listen, let me say this to you, and let me say this to the world. Some people might say this is a fool statement, but their wisdom is more valuable and precious than the lifespan of a fool. And let me talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Let me talk a little bit about that. Because I'm not knocking no one. If you take the shot, if you have to take the shot, take the shot. If you know what I'm saying, do your job, do what you do. Whatever makes, you know what I'm saying, whatever comfortable for you and your living, you take care of that. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, with the connection, and when you have a connection, the higher power gonna show you people for who they are and the word for what it is. If the higher power don't get me up out of bed and move me to that direction, I'm not doing it.
Not doing it.
Because I already know and understand it gonna come a time in life where everything gonna split.
Did your job
It wouldn't matter.
mandatory?
Listen,
I'm just asking. Did your job mandatory?
Listen, they
It's
asked
a yes
me-
or no question.
yes, they did, but the end of the day is this here.
But he basically
Guess
said-
what?
So
Guess,
you had a
listen.
choice.
Listen.
He basically
guess-
said at the end of the day,
Listen.
people gonna choose if they're gonna take the shot. They're
Listen,
not gonna
it's
take
like this here with me on my job, and they already know that. Lil J standing for this, and that's that. If you say, Lil J, you can't be here cause this, no problem. Cause you know why it's no problem for me? Cause I'm more focused, and I want everybody else to get understanding. It's real, very small and very quickly. I'm more focused on building my own economy with my own people. So when you tell me to leave your job because of your laws and policies, but you didn't understand, see the difference is put off a job with no idea or understanding any ideology of living. Because in real life history, this is for black history. Hold it. This is for black history. We never fought for independence in our own economy. That's a difference.
Shout out History Month. Shout out Black History Month,
Shout
man.
out Black History Month, but with all due respect, it's
Yes, ma'am.
deeper than that. It doesn't have
Yes, ma'am.
anything to do with that. It's
Yes, ma'am.
I feel
it's the Biden
where she's
administration.
coming from.
People
'Cause
might disagree with
Okay,
you,
let
but
me-
the
let
Biden
me-
administration
yes,
has
ma'am.
put this
Yes,
stuff
ma'am.
in place.
Yes, ma'am.
And they are
Yes,
making
ma'am.
these businesses
Yes, ma'am.
and entities follow
Yes,
it, or
ma'am.
they're finding them.
And I feel like
Listen,
because
I
they
did
making
all
money
my
off of
research.
it. They making
Listen.
money off of it. You
I
feel
did
me?
all my research.
Okay,
I
the
feel like-
thing is, I'm gonna say this for everybody that's doing what they're doing. Everybody did research on this and that, but they didn't do research on themselves.
That's deep.
That's a critical situation.
Find out who you is yourself.
You know what I'm saying? When you follow another suit, you don't have no identity. We don't know who you are. I can't identify you. Only thing I can identify from you is what they told you. Who are you?
And if you can't identify,
I have an identity of who I am.
If you don't know who you are, they're gonna tell you who
What
you are.
I am and who I am and what I ain't, I never will be.
I understand that, and I
Listen,
get that, but
it
when
will come
you're
a
backed
time-
into a corner.
You ain't never backed into the corner
don't have
because,
a cho- yeah, you don't have a
listen,
choice.
man, listen. Once you
I
live
mean,
in,
you have a choice, but who wants to
Listen.
choose to
Li-
struggle?
right.
Ain't nobody going to
Listen,
choose that.
because you only struggling physically.
Physically.
You only backed in the corner because you physically living. You are earthly living. But if you are spiritual living, a fleshly individual cannot bag drag you in the corner. Period. At all. Because you beyond that. You see, matter of fact, the young brother.
Okay, so
hold up. The young brother was in here today earlier. You know what the young brother said?
Talk to me.
He said, I fly a drone.
Okay.
He's flying.
He flied a drone.
Yeah, he's flying above.
A flying camera, guys. A flying camera.
So, right.
That's what he is.
But he said, but the other brother said, I do the ground.
That's teamwork.
Okay, put that together.
So what I'm trying to show you is this here.
Engage.
Once you have an ideology and believe and connected to something greater than you and I, you will fly over that.
Man, shout out to
You hold up. You will fly over that like a drone. You can see beyond what the eyes on the ground cannot see. But what's you on ground and can able to see it and connect with something flying above. This is a different level of understanding reality of life and spiritual living.
That's basis touching basis.
Because see, right, so if the ground is connected to what's flying above, then there's no connection. But if what's flying above can connect to the ground, there's a connection. So we have go ahead, man.
TP, hold on.
Slow feet don't eat, y'all. Shout out to P.
How are you going to manifest that to the Biden administration that's making these laws and policies that we as American citizens have to live by?
Okay.
How you going to manifest that?
Simple. Simple. It's because I am dealing with some people and connected to some greater than you and I that's flying a drone over Sleeping Joe administration. And I'm connected with somebody on ground that can see beyond and see the feet movement and the understanding before it connect to the brain.
Just like you
on
said,
ground.
touching
This is
bases.
a different connection.
Two different views. Now, I mean, we coming
Two
from a
different
high
views.
view.
It's not a
And
different view.
nobody view is wrong. We
No,
gotta agree to
listen,
disagree, whether you
right,
like
right.
that word
In
or
the
terminology or
in the
not.
flesh, you agree and disagree. You hear me?
In
But in the
spirit.
spiritual world,
In the
In
in
spirit.
the truth, you can only agree with what's right or be a non-agreeer and disagreeer and still participate in some shit that's bogus.
And be a sheep.
Never be. I can be
I'm
a
just
sheep.
saying, is that what you're saying people are? They're being sheep?
Yeah, been led to slaughter.
Like my OGs told me, they said,
They've been led to slaughter.
They said we can run down the hill
Well, if it is.
and make the sheep scatter, or we can walk down the hill slow and grab all
you
the
know what?
hoes.
This is the time that we got to believe in the Most High and that, goodness will prevail.
Goodness will
And
prevail.
that we are not all damned and doomed. I cannot
That's true. That's
live the
true.
rest of my life and think that I be damned because I didn't took this shot. Like, I can't live like that.
But if you follow Sleeping Joe and follow the financial thing that earth can give you, you will soon be doomed. But if you follow the spirit, following
Finance is a blessing from the
Listen,
from
no,
the
it's
I
not.
don't care.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it is.
it's not. I want to correct all people today. You can talk bad, you can say what you want to say, but I want to connect with all people today. If anything that you receive that cause you strings attached, anything that cause you distress, anything that cause you weary, anything that change your ideology of living,
That's the pandemic, is what you
that
just
didn't
described.
come from the higher power. Because when the higher power will bless you, there's no strings attached. When he blessed Job, there were no strings attached.
I got something to say now, man.
I'm just saying that
You cannot just say
there's a way
you
that
have to.
you just
Let's-
look on the bright side.
Ain't
You
no
can't-
bright side.
can't
That's
be
flush.
can't be
That's
depressed.
listen. You are
Let-
trying to
let-
convince
let-
me
I'm not trying to
to
convince you.
be in a
No,
zone.
I'm agreeing to
under-
disagree.
No,
I'm not
that's
trying to
flush.
I respect.
Listen,
what you're
that's
saying.
flush. That's flush. That's what flush teaches you. You either
It's
listen,
flesh.
listen.
That's what this is.
Oh
I mean,
no,
what you
I'm
want me to do?
spiritual. I'm on this side. I don't even dwell over there. Because I know over there cannot help. Look, Jay, I got to stay over here. I don't care what the moment is. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's popping off. But one thing I know for sure, at the end of the day, in the night, for the sunrise,
One thing for certain, two for sure.
I'ma stay on the righteous side.
On this side.
I don't mind going in the gutter and drink wine. But it say, don't get drunk and participate.
So I admire
I'm only here to deliver a
I
message.
admire that, and then that's
Right,
what you
so-
do. That works for you.
That works for me.
Might
That's
not
right.
work for me.
It might not work for you, but guess what? One thing and two things for certain that I know for sure, you're lawless. So once I know that you're lawless, you don't live by no law and code, I understand that you're fully
And we
fresh.
can agree to disagree on that.
No. I ain't gonna agree and disagree. I'm
That's
gonna
what you
acknowledge.
like.
No. If you go into the Red Sea, it's full of salt. It's one of the places where salt is greater than anything else. Now, you can be a fool and play over there if you choose to. I ain't gonna disagree and agree with you. You're gonna die.
Okay.
Simple as that.
I heard
Go
that.
ahead, my brother.
Last thoughts.
We're gonna get ready and close out. What's up?
I had some last thoughts, but I don't know to wrap it up now. I mean, he kind of summed everything up in one piece, so you know, talk a little different.
Man, I appreciate everybody paying attention, stay in tune. You know what I'm saying? Pick us up, drop comments, let me know. You know what I'm saying? How you feel, what you disagree, or what you agree with. If that, and at the end of the day, don't be, you know what I'm saying, no powder boy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Couch nigga. Just, you know what I'm saying? Drop your comments, cause I'm willing to learn, enhance, and advance.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate my brothers coming through. We flying drones.
All right.
We also goddamn me on the ground up. Pay attention. Yeah.
Slow
Off the
feet
top.
don't eat.
Anyway,
Tell
my last thought is, I had.
That's gonna be an ad lib, I swear to
Excuse
God.
me. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, so I had to come back and tell the story, an honest story about the vaccine, because, you know, I couldn't get this out of people that took it before I did. So
Right,
I had
I
to give an
understand.
honest review. And, yeah, you will get sick off that shot.
Yeah, but see, I ain't gonna even comment on them.
You ain't got comment.
Nah, I'm gonna keep that in the
But,
mud. I'm gonna keep that in the mud, but you know what I'm saying? You know how we brothers live, it's like a bucket. So what I wanna let you others know is brothers around here that's real scholars that drop the rope in the bucket. So don't be like crabs in the bucket, kill each other, grab the rope and get out.
Let's go.
Peace, my brothers.
All right.
Amen.